My roommate is already speaking very loud, so I have to go and say to him, can you speak a little bit lower? Hello my crisis lovers, how are you? Listen, I'm fine. I hope you are also fine. Listen, I'm drinking my tea with some bread. Let's speak together because some stuff are happening lately, a lot of stuff, so we can speak and discuss and having fun together. Okay, so lately a lot of stuff happened about racism and police, at least in the United States, and because of that, in the rest of the world, people are starting again to speak about those problems that are actually happening everywhere, to be honest with you. It's happening everywhere. The only difference is, in the United States, it's more often and more like bigger. So the thing was that I saw that one part of me was like kind of sad that all those things are supposed to happen for people to actually start speaking about it and recognizing that maybe we have a problem here. Like, people have been complaining about those stuff for years, but anyway, that's not the subject of the video. Today I wanted to speak about something that I considered also part of the problem. Like, okay, you have a problem about the fact that, okay, because of the colonization and the consequence of, like, all of this is just the consequences of slavery and colonization about the rest of the world. Like, Occidental culture, like Occidental countries colonized the entire planet, to be honest, right? They did. And we have to accept that and recognize that that thing still have an impact until now, right? So once you realize that, okay, you understand that the problem is not just about black people. It's about every minorities, every people who are not actually white, right? So why am I saying that? I'm saying that because of all of this, and also because people usually don't like anything different, we have the tendency to reject each other. It's starting to be very dark. I don't know. Do you see me well? Yeah, like this is better. Yeah, so we are starting to be, like, human beings are well known not to love stuff who are different. Human beings are very well known to be judgmental and very mean to each other when they are different. When they are different. And that's also one of the problems. Like, I'm a black person, right? And I will say when an Asian person is discriminated or Arabic person is discriminated, I can relate to that because I know how it feels. You see what I mean? But the problem is that those minorities, they're also judging each other. You see what I mean? I'm not even going around there. Like, imagine, right? In the same population, they're actually already judging people about the type of skin they have. Like, lighter skinned people will have an easier life, to be honest, right? And then they have to work with other type of people, right? That creates like exactly the same type of problem. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's not only like white people against minorities, it's also between minorities. Like, we are judging each other, we are not helping each other. Like, me as a black person, to be honest, I know sometimes you will have like a black guy dating, I don't know, an Arabic girl or Asian girl, right? You know what kind of comments people will do. You know how people gonna judge the girl, and you also know how people are gonna judge the guy. And I'm speaking about the people from the same background. Like, the girl is from Asia, right? So Asian people would judge the girl and also judge the guy. And same, the black people who are from around the same circle as the guy will judge the girl, but also judge the guy. And that's the thing. You make them feel like what they are doing is not normal. No, it's normal. We are human beings. We are human beings. We are supposed to exchange. We are supposed to love people for who they are inside and not only the physical thing. Like, that's the thing. And when you're like, I'm not saying that we are not supposed to say, because I also know that because of the background and what happened to black people, you also have a lot of people who say, yeah, if you're dating someone else than a black girl or a black guy, then you're not pro-black. For me, as a black girl, okay, I feel like this is not how things works. Like, for example, me, all my life I have been really skinny. Like, finally, lately, like 5 years ago, I started taking, like, having weight a little bit, right? But until that moment, until I was 26, black guy used not to see me at all. Like, I wasn't the type. I wasn't the type of girl with hips and boobs, and no, I wasn't like that. I was skinny, like this, and no one was looking at me. So saying that I am supposed to only focus on the people who look like me, it's kind of, we are speaking about love. We are not speaking about businesses. We are not speaking, like, we are speaking about something who come from the heart. Like, if someone give you actually love and take care of you and that you feel comfortable with, and someone with who you want to stay with forever, you don't actually care about the skin of the color of the person. You only love the person, that's all. And you don't care about what other people will think. You don't care about how other people will react. Like, it's only you and the person you love. It's your relationship. It's not a relationship between you and the family of the guy or you and the family of the girl. No, you fell in love with that person, not with the family of that person, not about the skin color of that person, not about, like, so maybe for a lot of people that's not the same thing, but a lot of people will say, yeah, but you could find someone exactly the same but black. But I'm like, but I didn't. So because that person is not black, but I love that person, I don't have to go with that person. No, that's not smart. We are not speaking about something like business or exchange or help. We are speaking about relationship. We are speaking about love. Love is one of those things you don't control. If you ever felt in love in your life, you know that once you love someone, you love that person. Like, even if you didn't want to love that person, you already love him. It's over. You see what I mean? So that's one of the reasons. Like, you love someone, you just love them. That's all. So we also have to stop like discriminating between all those minorities, because at the end of the day you just create more and more injustice, you create more and more tension, and you create more and more position where people will be like, yeah, I'm not gonna help you because when I was in a difficult position you didn't help me, or maybe when I was dating an Asian girl they were mean to us, so when something happened to Asian people now I'm not gonna help them. You see what I mean? It creates like position like where you're like, you expect the bad thing from other people. And that's not normal. We are not supposed to expect the worst from people. We are supposed to expect the best. We are supposed to love each other. We are supposed to give love. Because that's the thing, that's natural. That's supposed to be natural. But if we don't unite it, how do you want to fight against something as big as discrimination? Because this type of discrimination you see in this world is a system. It's the system. Come on, who's texting me for 1 hour? Where's my phone? And when finally I take the phone, it stopped ringing. That's texting, it's not calling. Crazy. Anyway, let's go back. So that's one of the reasons why I'm always explaining to people that we need each other. Like minorities, we need each other. If we are all together, we are stronger. And if we are stronger, we can show that, yes, we need more Asian people on the TV, we need more black people in the TV, we need more Arabic people in the TV. And when I say more Arabic people, I'm not saying like terrorists. Yes. Because I'm tired of this behavior. Like, every time I see an Arabic person that I can say, okay, this person is Arabic, it's always someone who's gonna put a bomb somewhere. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Because for other people who are not minorities, it's easy to say, yeah, but it's not a big deal. Like, we have worst in this world. No, you don't know what it is to live in a world where you're not able to see yourself anywhere. Where someone normal is not someone like you. The people who succeed are not people like you. People like, and minorities, all the minorities who are not actually living in their original countries, like when I'm seeing like Asian people, for example, and African people, or like Arabic people, maybe for them it's easier to see people like themselves outside, like in their own country, like succeed. But when you're living somewhere else, like me, I'm in Australia right now, I don't expect to see myself in Australia anywhere in the TV or something. Like, for me it's like, but it happens more and more. So it's good for black people because we are recognizable from far away. But still, when I look at the TV, it's the same. I don't see that much Asian people. I don't see that much Indian people. I don't see that much, you see what I mean? And that's one of the things. If we are not helping each other, if we continue to be mean to each other, like reproducing that racism to minorities, between minorities, then we are losing energy and focus, and we are not fighting the real problem with racism and colorism in this society, right? Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop here because my neighbor, my roommate, is already speaking very loud, so I have to go and say to him, can you speak a little bit lower? Anyway, I hope you are doing well, guys. I know that lately it's kind of complicated and a lot of stuff happen at the same time, and I mean 2020 is not helping. 2020 is not easy. I mean, but I have hope, and I'm always thinking that like those times always bring some hope at the end. You always have a good news at the end. So I hope you will have good news, and I hope you're doing well. So if you like the video, don't forget first of all to subscribe, because I'm here for you. I give you news. We speak with, yes. So yeah, you subscribe, you like the video. If you want to share, you share. And if by any chance you're from another country, I want to know where you're from, where are you living, and what kind of minority you are. And if you're not a minority, if you're Caucasian, I still want to know where you're living and where you're from. Anyway, we're sharing, because you already know I'm Cameroonian with the French background, okay, with the French passport, and I'm right now in Australia. So let's share to see how many different culture we have around, because I like melting. I have so many friends from different countries, and I want to have more. Who knows, maybe I'm gonna discover a new country where I want to go because of you. Anyway, I hope everything is fine for you. I give you double kisses on your forehead. May Christ be with you as usual, and see you on the next one.